What a great way to start the show with a little story from Todd. Todd, share that with the audience.
Absolutely not.
And that's why it was said off camera. Good evening, everybody. I'm Kenny Schofield. With me is Steve Charbonneau, Todd Byron, and way down there is Mike Carano. This is the American Car Classics radio program. I want to thank you for tuning in to us. Even if you found us by accident, hang on, there might be something funny. Maybe you learned something. I don't know.
What do you got? So what's going on?
I had a whole bunch of stuff 10 minutes
And
ago.
he really screwed you up by talking, I guess.
With us today is Steve Charbonneau.
What's up?
Aaron let you out early today.
I feel like with deja vu.
He's done. Stick a fork in him. Yeah, I made it to the show tonight. Yep.
Take two.
Yeah, there you go.
Awesome to see you. Awesome to see you. Thanks for getting out here with us and everything else. I did have a guest lined up that I asked Steve to hang out for 15 minutes, but that guest doesn't drive at night, and we do this in the evening, so that guest didn't make it.
They over 80? Is that what the problem
They
is?
kept him off the road.
But I'll talk about that in a second. Todd Byron, how are you?
Great.
How are the sheep and the animals here at Flock U Farms?
Great.
No incidences, no problems. Haven't had any.
We're just one rooster down. We're all good.
He's one cock down.
Yeah, we're one cock down.
Okay, stop. I didn't say that. So, no, in the farm language, a rooster is that.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
right, because he goes cock-a-doodle-doo.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's why they call
I got
it.
it.
He posted a video of that rooster that was going on for about 20 minutes.
Oh, that long one that fell over.
What the heck?
That's funny as hell.
He never really got there. He was like the turtle.
He was making his way. He just never got to the top.
Then he just got winded.
Yeah. I was waiting for him to fall over.
Dude, I bet you I watched that 20 times before I said, I got to post it. Funny as hell.
Where were you? Was that early morning when you woke up?
Yeah.
And you said, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was sitting there drinking my coffee. You know,
He probably walked outside and said, "Hey, why can't you do this shit?"
Probably. I was thinking he was on the toilet.
I got a 6-foot cock down the street there
I know. Well, I said,
on a driveway.
I told my mom about it because I was so impressed, and I told her it was 5.
Oh, yeah?
So is it 6 foot?
Nah, it's probably 5.
He's pretty big out there.
See, he exaggerates about all of his cocks.
Yeah. Well, you know, what's funny is a good friend of mine I grew up with. His
Hens.
mom used to watch me when I was little. We grew up together. And she's much older now. Matter of fact, she's fixing to have a 80th birthday. But they had came over to look at the sheep and everything one day. And she goes, I really like that cock down the street. She goes, I told James, I want that thing. And James told me, Mama, you don't mess with another woman's cock.
That's funny.
Oh,
We will get Bryce, who's behind
Rooster.
behind the cameras. We'll get him to get a picture of that during
He's
the
gonna
day.
beep it.
You've got a daytime stuff. No, there's no beeping on this show, man.
Yeah,
That's
it.
when we go back to the radio format,
yeah,
where the
okay.
FCC has
So anyways, I'm
a controversy
dirty, but-
with me. So so you had a bobcat in the backyard, and he got one of your
Got a
animals,
rooster, yeah.
and
One of 'em.
You're gonna get that bobcat.
Yeah, he'll be back. He was here last week, took out a hen. He came back yesterday and took out a rooster.
And what do you got, cameras out there?
No,
you
but
saw him or you saw
You
him?
just give him like 3 or 4 days,
Oh, yeah.
and he'll be back.
Oh, okay.
But
Gotcha.
we're not free ranging them right now.
Right.
We decided to hold off on that.
Now, what does that mean?
They're
Let
walking
'em
outside in
free
no
range.
cages.
Oh, they're not.
They free range the pastures, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
And by all means, our turkeys. So I'll just hang out this weekend.
And that mofo's going down.
He's
There you
going
go.
down.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right
He
here.
hasn't decided which one he's going to take.
If
him
I
out
bring
with.
you a GoPro and I get the one for your chest and one for your hat, will you wear them?
Whatever you want to do, buddy.
There you go.
That would be like right
I told you, he's going to be like the guy on
out of
Caddyshack,
Fortnite. You
hunting
know?
groundhogs.
Yeah, ground caddy. That would be awesome.
Can I bring my AR over and join you?
Sure.
The
All
little
right, awesome.
varmints. I'm gonna get your little varmint.
Yeah. I'm AR friendly here.
Yeah.
You are.
This is AR inclusive.
I've got probably 4 of them.
Your neighbors are.
I lost them all on a fishing trip, though. I can tell you that. I forgot it. Yeah.
Your neighbor's about 400 feet behind you, probably. So you've got a little bit of room in a house or two, right?
Yeah, man, they're farther than that.
Are they
Yeah,
good? Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got some good
All right.
distance back.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And Mike, how you been? You
good.
went to
Yeah,
New York, and
I went to New York, came back, and got sick.
Yeah, my
Feeling
brother
better
Tom,
now.
or your brother Tom, your brother Tom stopped by the shop today and said that maybe Kimberly had a little bit worse than you. Hope she's doing all right.
Yep. Everybody's good now.
Terrific. I had a couple of friends that I had some meetings with that over the phone because they went on a cruise and came back and had COVID. One of my tool man, it was one of them. So I haven't seen him for a week or a half, which I actually needed a couple of things. So I had to send him some pictures.
The Mach guy?
Partner. Yeah.
Good.
Matco?
Tell him to keep the hell away from me.
They don't have any.
Yeah.
Is Snap-on still around, or is that completely gone? Yeah.
You guys have a Snap-on up here.
Yeah.
Is it the big guy with the mustache?
Yep.
Right.
I don't know what he
So
looks
he
like.
started coming in because my guys were seeing him, and he never stopped. He drove right by Dolphin, never stopped. And he still to this day has not introduced himself to me, has not said, hey, I'm the Snap-on man. Here's a catalog. Would you like to buy something? My Snap-on man, Russell, who I mentioned last week, he went through Monday, he went through prostate surgery and had that removed. I spoke with him today. He's in great spirits. He got released in his home already. Catheter for 2-3 days, and then it should be pulled, and then 4 weeks and you heal. So big deal.
Right.
So Russell, get better. And and what else in the news, man? We talk about Kirstie Allie.
Kirstie Allie, yeah.
Another week.
That's 2 in a week, and so they come in threes usually, and not.
Well, there was
a good thing.
You had Irene Cara, Kirstie Allie.
Irene Cara died.
Yeah.
Who's that?
From
Wow,
Flashdance or
Yeah.
Fame?
Flashdance.
Flashdance?
She's was that with the one with the chair that did
Yeah.
the whole?
No.
Oh,
that's somebody else.
That's
That's Jessica something.
okay.
Irene Cara did the theme song.
Right. She did
She was
the
a
theme
singer.
song from not Flashdance.
It was Flashdance, I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was Fame.
Maybe both.
Check on that, buddy.
He doesn't have a phone right now.
Yeah, all three of my iOS devices.
Yeah.
Filming
So,
the
and then
show.
you had the lady from Fleetwood Mac, and then you had
Yeah,
Kirstie Alley.
and Kirstie
Man,
was
that's crazy.
diagnosed with cancer a month and a half ago,
Yep.
you said, and she was 71. So I remember her from Cheers. She took over for Shelley Long about 6 seasons in, and she held her own and did well. So that sucks on that. 71's not
that old,
so
no.
We hate that.
Hey, did you watch Mecum at all? Kansas City?
I've not watched any Mecum, Kansas City. I did watch a rerun of Vegas,
Right.
and saw some numbers going through, and it was kind of Vegas is a great market. So
Yeah.
did you watch Kansas City?
I watched Kansas City. They had some very good deals.
How many cars were the total? We guessed around 800.
800 and something.
Okay.
I know
and
they're almost at the 4,000 mark for Kissimmee,
Good.
which is nice.
But good deals. Like
Yeah, I
it
mean,
was a
there
buyer's
was
market.
there was buyer's market. If you wanted like the Tahoes, the Blazers, the Broncos, any kind of truck, they had some good buys. There was a couple of Ford Torino GTs. They went pretty good. If you're into Fords,
They went pretty good. I mean, still affordable.
affordable. Yeah,
Okay.
Guys with when what's his face, John Craman says that's a pretty good deal right there.
Yeah.
You know that the guys are making some money.
Right.
I mean, you buy something there and you bring it to Kissimmee and
I
probably
mean,
double your money to wait.
And you really, really could. I saw that Kissimmee and that Kissimmee is what we call the Super Bowl of auctions. It just is going to be the biggest one, January 4th to the 15th. 4,000 cars, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Signs, memorabilia, yard art, all the stuff that goes with it. I saw that their campground is completely sold out already, which I guess.
Yeah,
would figure.
always.
But it's a snowbird's paradise.
Right.
Because the weather's almost always good, except maybe some a little chilly for us. But for a snowbird, they just love it.
And I think the first time ever they're selling a plane.
Wow.
at
Really?
Kissimmee. Yeah, Elvis Presley's plane.
All right. Well,
They found it in somewhere, and it doesn't run.
The jungles of Nairobi.
But they showed pictures of it, of the inside, all the shag carpet, and somebody was saying now you should put a blue light on it and check everything.
wow.
But it's an Elvis Presley plane. So for all those Elvis fans,
In
Hubba.
Vegas, Elvis is 71, and I don't know the name of it, but like it's Ertz or something. It was very strange looking black car. I've never seen it before.
right?
And it was his car, and they sold that for I think it went for $265.
Wow.
Which was a lot of money, but this is a rare car because I'd never seen it. The grill on it was almost Lincoln-esque, but just very, very big and bulbous, sticking out as a big square, looked like a loaf of bread looking at you or something. But, yeah, so Mecum Auction is coming up the 4th through the 15th, and I imagine we'll all go.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, I think that we're going to try to get John Kramer on a phone call right after Christmas before the auction starts.
I'll be there. I got a car going through.
What day is your car
sure
going?
do.
Steve, what day is your car going?
Friday.
Friday?
I think it's slot one. It's either 134 or 139.
First
Okay.
Friday or second Friday?
I think it's the first
Friday.
Yeah.
11 days, so the first
Yeah.
Friday. So they.
Yeah.
So that's
That's a real good.
I'm
day.
right
day
in front of
two.
Tom.
Day
Yeah,
2.
he's right in front
Yeah.
of Tom Gore.
Okay.
That's a great.
I think
day.
I'm 5 cars ahead of Tom. I think I'm 134 and he's 139.
Yeah, and then he's got a car going off on Saturday.
Saturday too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which one's
the-
going first for Tom?
I
I think it's the Trans Am.
Yeah, I think the Trans Am's going
Okay.
first.
And you got a reserve on it?
Yeah. And in fact, I called Tom because there was a 409 Impala that went off, same as his, and it got up to 47 or 49.5
In Kansas City.
in Kansas City. Yeah. So he was happy about that.
Yeah.
White, same. It looked identical to his Impala 409 4-speed.
It's sold or the bid goes
sold.
Okay.
Sold. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I saw another Monte Carlo. I think
a bunch of Monte Carlos
yeah.
went off. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? They're
Yep.
they're hitting the
Yeah.
markets.
What's
and all
that?
What year in Pallet is it?
63 or 64.
What color? Is it?
White. It's a
Okay.
beautiful car.
The stock.
Stock.
steel wheel.
Yep.
Yeah.
409.
Todd, stop.
It's a
Dude,
beautiful
I looked
car.
at 2 of them at Turkey Rod Run. A red one, or I mean a black one and a white one.
Yeah.
This car's pretty clean.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah. It's a nice car. It's running good.
Is this the one he went to Texas and picked up, or was that?
I don't know where he picked this one
Okay.
up from.
He's had it for a little while.
Yeah, I think it was in. I think the guy had like his own little museum, and the guy just it was one of the cars he wanted. To have.
Wow.
She's a pretty nice car. She's
Yeah.
clean.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna talk a little bit more about Mecum when we get back. We're gonna take a little break and just hang out for the little loop. Enjoy a little bit of music, some cars, American Car Classics. Stay tuned.
Don't try to hide, baby, 'cause I'll find you on this land.
We're just gonna let it keep playing until it has to stop. Hey, everybody! American Car Classics. I'm Kenny, Mike, Todd, and Steve. We hope everybody's doing well. When we left you last, we were talking about Mecum auctions coming to Kissimmee. That is Osceola Heritage Parkway. And it's a great event, 11 days, 4,000 cars, and a lot of stuff. Over the last few weeks, I gathered some intel from you guys on what we thought some cars would sell for at the Kansas City show, and I got some results.
Yeah, they kind of tanked. All the cars.
Did you watch it? Did you
I
kinda
watched.
see
I watched.
some?
I
All
watched.
right,
I watched
all
some
right.
go across. We kind of
All right.
tanked on a lot.
All right, that was good for me a couple times. 'Cause
Yeah.
I guessed really low on some stuff.
Yeah. So go ahead. What do you got?
This is the 1974 Pontiac Grand Prix. It was F78 in Kansas City, and Mike and Todd and Kenny voted on this one. Mike was 32, Todd was 30, I was 28, and it sold for 17,600.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
sought after.
Yeah. Yeah. I
That
mean,
was a nice car.
This
back
is, as
then,
you
dude.
always say, Pontiac and Oldsmobile. It only matters about how many people are in the room that think
right.
that they
yeah,
want that
yeah.
car.
Buick, Pontiac, Olds. It's just
Yeah,
you got to have
Chevy,
people,
Ford, man. You're just going to sell Chrysler. You're going to sell crap. I mean, it
Yeah.
just is what it is. 19 what, Todd?
No, he was just.
Oh, you
Looking.
make an airplane? Okay.
Yeah.
1957 Chevy 210. This is not a Bel Air.
Right.
It's a 210. It is a post car. I think that the non-post cars are better. I think the Bel Airs are a little bit higher.
Yeah.
This is lot number F123.1 out of Kansas City. Mike, you said 45. I said 50, and Todd said 40.
Right.
32,
32.
450.
Yeah.
Todd won.
Yeah. It might not have been a nice looking car, right? You know, I don't know. It's tough. You know, they paint all these cars red just so they could sell them.
Well, absolutely.
Resale red, you know, that's what they say. That's what they
Didn't
call
know.
it.
I didn't know that.
Resale red, yeah.
This is a 1971 Ford Ranchero, a lot S5. So it was run on Saturday. This had that little Starsky and Hutch red kind of paint job that you said
Right.
they all kind of seem to be in.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike was at 28. I was at 25. Todd was at 32. It sold for $19,800.
Yeah.
Well, they gave that away, bro.
I told you there was a lot of cars went cheap.
Look, I don't think it's attractive. I don't.
They were the low. That's back when they were killing all the horsepower, really.
Yeah.
All right. Todd liked this car. 1955 Ford Custom. This was S29 lot. S29.
Yeah, I went with
that
Todd.
white one.
Yeah.
The resto
I just said it was
mod.
full of Bondo.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
Did I like it?
I thought you, well, you're right. You did say it was full of
I
Bondo.
like it probably because it's
right,
Pro Street.
right here
Yeah.
and right here because you said it was Pro Street. That's right. Mike was 35. Todd was 37. I was 18. It sold for 22.
Wow.
Where in the hell was this auction, bro?
Kansas City,
I told you.
Missouri.
And I tell you,
And you understand it's cold out there. They've had snow already.
yeah. And I saw this car go across the line. It was horrible.
Was it?
Horrible looking. Yeah.
The Nova in Chattanooga. I won't forget it because it looked like crap. So,
Yeah, but
2000.
he gives us these black and white pictures.
That blue
Yeah.
Pontiac. I'm never.
Yeah.
I don't have a a color printer at the shop. I'm a broke ass white guy, man, working for a living. You have a color printer at your shop?
No, man.
Okay, cool.
I'm a poor one.
I was
guy
gonna see you
working
start
for a
printing this shit off. So
You just got to send it to me.
living. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. The rich
Or-
guy in the area. Send it to him.
your sugar mama that you live with has one.
Look, he's
No,
not,
All I need is the digital file. I don't do that paper
Okay.
there
shit.
you go.
All right.
I've moved into this century.
no.
If you'll teach me how to send you a digital file, brother, I got one I can send you that came through earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a pillow behind it.
Yeah.
Hands all out.
2007 Ford E350 van with 6-liter, no reserve. This thing was
Right.
lifted.
Yeah.
It was. It says it has a rare.
It went through the wrong
rare
auction.
factory 6-liter Power Stroke. So this was a 2007 Ford E350 van, lot number S18 in Kansas City. Todd guessed that this thing could hit or miss. You
Right.
said it would either.
Probably 9 years.
You said it'll do great, or it will not be looking.
Well, tank.
It was 90. You said 90.
Yeah.
Mike said 70, and I said 45.
Right.
What's it say, Todd? In red.
39. Holy shit.
And
The
this,
hell
I
were
tell
y'all
you,
smoking when you did these
I
auctions?
tell you, it didn't look that good in
I
person
did- I
either.
did
It
smoke
didn't look
maybe.
good on TV.
It didn't?
No.
Well, you look at
no.
this
It looks
thing.
good
It has no
online.
miles on it.
Yeah, but you know
But
what?
it's a 6-liter diesel. In a
Yeah,
van.
well, that's
But
what
that
I'm
makes
saying.
it.
That makes
I mean,
and it's
off
4-wheel
rugged
drive.
and all that. And
Yeah.
You ever work on a 6-liter diesel in a
And
van?
all-
I really thought.
yeah, there's no
Well,
room.
I'm not. Yeah,
all
but these people
inside wasn't
looking
done up. It
Looking to
wasn't.
buy it.
Oh, it was
don't get
not.
you-
No,
start
it
working on
wasn't done inside. It was
Okay.
pretty naked inside. And
I really thought the
Okay.
thing was going to
Yeah, I thought it was going to go a lot more
do
than
some
that.
big money.
You haven't been here for a while because I don't have any with your names and everything. So I don't have any of this. I
I'm
hope you come back
disappointed
next
what
year.
I'm seeing, man. Y'all
I
need to
know,
look up
I
this
know.
shit, man.
I really, hey, I might need to.
Look where you're taking 90 grand. How much? You must have sniffed a lot of clear that day.
Really?
Man,
No.
we need-
After the show last week, I did over here, and Julie walked in. She's like, "Oh God!" You remember?
See, we need Steve here to straighten us out a little.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I said that one segment where we had a question written about resto mods and pro mods and the other forms of cars and stuff, and you would have been right up there for us because you have a lot of knowledge in all that. The 1973 Ford Mustang convertible, like your brother Tom's.
Yeah.
This was lot number F173 out of Kansas City.
Yeah. What'd it go for?
It didn't make the auction. It
70
didn't even make
Didn't
it.
even make it.
No.
There was,
73.
And what we bid on it for, man.
and you know what? I did see a couple of these go across, and they were in the mid-20s.
Yeah, it's a 73.
25, 26.
Undesirable year.
Okay.
But, see, you say that, but Kramen says that's very desirable because the next year they made the smaller Mustangs. It's the last year of this body style.
Right. They go to plastic bumpers after that, the rubber
Yeah,
bumpers,
the little
whatever.
small
Yeah.
rink thing.
Right.
And Kramen said, John Kramen was saying the 73 is going to come up in price because it's the last year of that body style.
Yeah, I told your
So-
brother that he's still storing that thing in his garage.
Yeah.
not like you at Dad's, but in his garage.
Yeah.
And I said, that thing's just sitting there rusting. He's like, well, I don't live in the house where it's stored, so I don't hear it.
Right. Yeah.
So wow, crazy. We talked about this red C4 ZR1 low mile Corvette collection that went off. I'll give a page to Steve to look at because he didn't see it, and I'm going to tell you real quick. Ridiculous.
On a C4? What
Yeah.
years? What years you got? 90s?
Okay, so like an 84 with 4-speed, 17,000 original miles, went for 18 grand.
All right. Yeah, that's about right.
But with the low miles in the
Yeah,
collection,
they're really not.
That
They're
was
really
an undesirable year.
it is. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
I can't believe that one didn't pull anymore. That's actually a ZR1. It only went 38.5.
38.5, and this was a
Yeah.
1995 with how many miles?
13.4.
One of 448 produced.
Yeah.
The ZR1s have been pulling
That's
decent
lower.
money lately.
I mean, they just went cheap.
Well, here's the problem. It's in the wrong auction.
Yeah, it is.
And
It
I
is.
get that. You're in a winter market
Yep.
in a state that, and we're not knocking Missouri. I'm just saying that it's not for now. It's not a car market right now in that. It's already snowed there, as I said.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That can't be. All these are ZR1s except 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are
ZR1s,
not ZR1s. These are not. And so all my other 5, which was lot 72, S72 through S76 in Kansas City, an 85 with 17,000 miles, an 86 with 25,000 miles, 27,000 miles on an 87, 22,000 miles on an 88, and the 89, they're all coupes. Has 18,000 miles. They all 5 went for 16.5.
Yeah, they're not big money cars anymore. The Corvettes, they're just not.
The old ZR1s used to do really well. I'm
Yeah.
really disappointed in that.
You know what I
38.5
saw?
and 39.
You know, when you talk, know what I saw that went way up was the 454 SS pickup trucks.
Hey, I got one of those.
Hey,
I got
dude.
one of those, right.
One went for 65.
Woo! Get yourself a bumper,
What you
Steve.
waiting for, crap?
Call
Yeah,
Bumper
I mean,
Boys and get that
an
thing.
experienced painter that can outpaint me.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, there was some 454 SSs that went up. I mean, you talk, they only have, 180 horse or 210 horsepower.
Yeah.
They were in the high 50s and 60s. I'm like, oh, my God, we could have got them years ago for like 7,500.
I got one with the oddball motor in it.
Oh, yeah?
Kawiki, whatever the hell it's called. It's the higher horsepower and torque motor. That's what's in my 92.
Yeah, I think that's what Kramer said. There were 2 motors. One came with I thought he said 185 and 210.
Yep.
185 horsepower. and the
But
other-
imagine a guy bought all these, one every year for a decade,
Yeah.
and put them away, thinking, "Oh,
The guy that
ballin'."
Henry Dana's well, I guess you could say ex-son-in-law. They own a dealership up north, and they take one specialty car every year, and in their museum it goes.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
Melissa's husband.
Mm-mm.
Okay, because we were going to talk about him.
But no, he does that. Like he's got a 55, a 56,
Right.
a 57 Chevy. He takes one specialty car every year when they get in at the dealerships. Ever since he's owned it,
Right.
and they take one car every year, and they put it away.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Let me ask you guys something about the C4. I saw one in Washington before I left for around 4,000. Looked like it was in decent shape.
Yeah,
Very
that's pretty much what they go for in Mecum.
Okay.
In Kissimmee.
Yeah, that's why it's
4, 5, 6,000. You get
That's
them
my
cheap.
plan for
Yeah.
becoming a Corvette owner, and
There you
that's
go.
why, because I can actually afford.
We just
to
watched
buy those.
an '87 Buick Grand National that got bought for $25,000. I showed it to Tom Gore. I said, "We need to go get this car." We weren't fast enough. That car is now on eBay and it's sitting at $79,000.
Yeah, it's ridiculous what some of these new, and even
Somebody
that
knew what they had. It was right
that-
here in Florida.
yeah, they're talking the 85, 86, 87 IROCs are going.
Yeah,
You could get them cheap now, but Kramer was saying on air they're going to go up. Everything's going up.
yeah. I've got the '88 at the shop. It was a 6-cylinder car, but now it's a V8, and then we did that '92, and we know that there's some good value in that too.
I know there's an '89 IROC 352 port that I'm trying to
There you go.
work my way in the door for $6,500 with 35,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
Right. We talked about one at breakfast not too long ago, a few months back, that some lady had or
The
something.
blue one.
Yeah, the blue one.
This is black with the tan interior.
Did that ever sell?
Yeah.
You know? Okay.
I'm looking for a yellow one.
20 and ended up at 22,000.
The rarest of all.
That's what
The yellow ones are the rarest of all.
I almost bought one back in 88, and then that's a long story. I won't even tell you.
Well, maybe on another show we'll
Yeah.
get Mike to tell us about that. Is your Pontiac still?
Still up in New York. Just
Snowed in.
snowed in right now. We'll get it down here.
Hang out. One more quick break. We'll be right back.
Coming at you like a ball of fire. You better let me be. And coming at you, a wings of desire. You better pin a ball and chain on me now. I'm on the trail now, baby. And nothing you can do.
There is no fading with Bryce. I kind of like that because just like Greg starting another song, it's just bang because they don't fade in. They just hit you with it. So I love that. That is Greg Billings and the Stranger Band. I'm going to be seeing Greg December 18th over in Safety Harbor.
Where is that?
That is North St. Petersburg.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's where that little big island of
It's like around the villages, right?
No. The villages are way north.
Near Ocala.
Yeah, and there's some funky stuff. They've got more golf carts up there than cars.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of things.
More
up
a
there.
lot
I
of things up there.
know it is. I was going to say a Mar-a-Lago. No, they've got more stuff. Right. So some history.
Yeah, Gabe, what do you got?
December 5th, 1977, the Chrysler Corporation debuted their front-wheel drive compacts, Omni and what was the other one?
Horizon.
That's right.
Yeah, Plymouth Horizon.
Yeah. You remember when those things came out?
Yeah.
If you overdid the air cleaner on it, you will warp what they called the air horn.
Right.
And it will cause a drip, and then you have a carburetor issue.
Nice.
I remember that from.
Then the guy at Napa, well, not Napa, O'Reilly's had a Plymouth Horizon or something like that he was selling. Was it a Horizon?
The one in Sebastian.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
did. That's right.
He sold to the guy on US 1 over there in Unique. Had
Yeah.
it there for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Horizon or the other.
One of my friends, Jason, had a Dodge Omni Turbo.
I think that's what it was, the Dodge Omni. That was the
Okay.
Dodge Omni.
Speaking of the Omni,
Go ahead.
there was a
Carol Shelby.
thank you,
Carol Shelby.
version of that car.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen one for sale?
Yes.
So
What
I
do they go
have,
for now?
I have a Shelby. It's not the Omni. It's the.
It's like a Charger, but
It is a Charger kind
yeah,
of
they
thing.
call it a Charger, but it wasn't a
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And my customer's out in California, and he brought us a built engine that was bored out and sleeved, and it's got a big head on it and a bigger turbo, and we've been putting that thing together. We haven't heard from him since a good year plus, and his phone number's disconnected, so
Yeah.
he might be
Gone.
yeah.
So yeah, Bryce, those were all like blue and silver. Those cars.
This one's
Most-
silver and
I
black.
think the Shelby Omni was like black with gold.
Black
with
with
gold.
lines.
Yeah, I seen a lot of them blue with silver.
yeah,
Hey, his was silver with the red stripe on it.
Yeah.
yeah, mine's black and silver, I think.
But that little thing would
My
fly.
brother
Yeah.
bought a
It seems like a fun car.
Dodge Charger 2.2 turbo.
yeah.
Right.
Now
It
you
was
guys are
white-
all tall. You
white
Byrons are
red.
all tall.
Yeah.
That's a small car.
Yeah. I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
It's
It's a Dodge.
tough to get in and out of.
Yeah, that one Police Academy movie way back where the ex-football player
Yeah.
he
Hightower.
pulled the seat
Yeah,
out,
rips
sat
it
in the
out.
back seat. That was probably an Omni there
You
too.
laugh. I worked with a guy that had to do that. He had a Honda Civic. It was a yellow little piece of Honda Civic, and he it was a piece of crap, that thing, and he was 6'10".
Oh,
He was 6'10" in the police academy, 6'10", 370 pounds in the police academy.
Wow.
And he used to sit in the back seat of the Honda Civic to drive the car.
he was probably a good shot because he was not chasing anybody down.
No, he was a big boy, man.
Yeah.
He was a big boy. He took a size 58 jacket. I just remember that. 58.
Wow, I'm like a 38 or
He's a
something.
Big boy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
He was the Hightower.
Yeah, he was the high
Yeah.
guy. He was a big man.
But Hightower wasn't.
This guy was wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
November 25th.
The riot control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What,
No, the only thing you needed for riot control was a shotgun. Because you'd get out of the car and just rack that shotgun, disperse the crowd. You didn't have to even fire it.
right.
Go ahead,
Well, I'm gonna.
Go ahead, Ken. Tell us about your history.
No, I'm not.
You're chomping at the bit
I'm
there.
gonna
Go ahead.
drop AMC answering the gas crisis with the Pacer, but it ran out of gas, and the last one rolled off the assembly line December 3rd, 1979.
There was just one for sale on Marketplace, a Pro Street Pacer. Did you see that? Did you see that thing?
Oh,
Yeah, it looked pretty nice.
what was it? What are they asking?
It was cheap. I think it was only like 17 or 18.
I was thinking 19.
19?
Oh,
yeah, it was
my
cheap. It was
gosh.
pretty neat.
December 1st, 1913, Ford started using their assembly line to build a Model T. This took production down from 12 hours per car to 90 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about a cash maker right there.
Just think, yeah, he made a ton of money back then, Ford.
Yeah.
You know, all those guys did. They made a lot of money.
Yeah, I read something while looking at stuff that I don't think it made it to anything, that he went to he went during World War I, right? It just started, and he was going to take a boat over to England, over to Europe, to stop. The article said he was going to stop World War I, end it.
Right.
And halfway there, they got the telegraph to him and told him that a huge influenza outbreak had happened. And he turned his boat around and went back home.
Wow.
So World War I continued to happen because Henry Ford was afraid of the flu.
Didn't make it over there.
You'd have been over it in a week.
I'm just waiting for you to chime in there, Todd.
Chicken shit
Yeah.
Fords.
Should have took ivermectin.
Ivermectin.
Oh, here we go.
That's-
YouTube channel deleted.
That's
Way to go, Todd.
We're in Florida, so we're Republican based, but
Yeah, YouTube's
it's all in
not.
good fun.
Yeah,
YouTube,
that's right.
It's all in good fun. Don't make Elon. Don't make Elon come and start messing with you.
We'll get a call from Joe Rogan. Yeah,
Oh, they're
that's right,
next.
Joe. There you go.
Right. So, Mike, we got some a couple car shows that we're going to be going to.
This Saturday is a car show.
Yeah.
Treasure Coast Elementary, Motor for Cars, car show and toy drive. That's Saturday, December 10th at the Treasure Coast Elementary, right down the block from here, 9 to 1. So that'll be a good time.
Yeah, I think I'll get to that. Either of you guys, any of you guys?
I'm going to try to get over there. I don't know what car I'm going to take, but I'll try to get up there.
Okay.
I told him I'd make an appearance.
You're working.
Yep.
You'll
I
do
probably won't have
breakfast
a
and
car.
head to the shop.
Todd's going to be signing autographs. So
How many cars do you think it's going to be?
Oh, I don't know. They usually have a pretty good turnout, and the weather's going to be beautiful.
It is going to be beautiful. So you could say 40 or 50 probably anyway.
Maybe more. It
Yeah.
depends on how many people got my emails and checked out all the websites and the
Yeah.
Facebook pages. And
Yeah, we'll put that on our page
I think
tomorrow.
I think I
And,
did.
and we also have been putting out Todd's New Year's Day cruise. This is on a Sunday. Is that right? New Year's Day is on a Sunday, I
I
think.
don't even know what day it is.
Yeah, Sunday,
Christmas,
January
yeah.
1st.
What do we do when it turns up to be Monday or Tuesday? We'll push it back to the weekend before.
Why, people
No,
are still off
It'd
when
be
it's
on
New Year's Day.
It'll be on New Year's Day.
It'll always be New Year's Day.
Always New Year's Day.
Wow. So we're going to miss work?
No, it's all.
You're
who
not, you
works
gonna
on
work
New
on
Year's
New Year's Day?
Hey, what's wrong with you?
Come on,
You don't
boy.
close your shop New Year's Day?
Listen, I'm at work 7 days a week.
Well, me too, but not New Year's Day.
I just said a new
Well, I used to be.
U-Haul's
like working
open
Christmas.
now
I
7
got-
days a week. Yeah, I work
I work
Thanksgiving.
7 days a week. But
Well, I did too. I was there till 1:30 trying to get Terry's car done.
Yeah. So
And that's the New Year Rod Run, Sunday, January 1st, 2023, the Dick Arbitel Memorial New Year Rod Run.
yeah.
Going to meet at the Cracker Barrel at Vero Beach over in the Vero Outlets, 94th Drive. Breakfast from 8 to 10. Kenny's buying. First stop
Kenny Rogers. Yeah, I like that guy.
first stop will be Riverview Park, US 1 in Sebastian.
That
They'll
was
probably
a
get
lie.
there probably around 10:30.
He snuck that right in there.
That's where I usually meet you guys at Riverview Park.
Riverview.
And then on the second stop, we're definitely going to Riverside Theater. Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
Because we kind of got
Well, we went to the beach that one
Went to the
time.
beach.
Well, the first year when we did it, the first year,
Picking it
which
back
was
up,
in 07, I believe.
Okay, right.
Yeah, it was
That's
a
where
while
that
ago.
picture's from. That was from the first one.
Was it?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
where I used it. But we stopped there, but we had went south to Fort Pierce and come up, and we stopped at JC Beach. There's that
Right.
parking lot there. We stopped there, but I figured that'd be a great place.
Yeah, but
Holy moly!
Everybody
I think
was-
everybody and their brother's going to be at the beach on New Year's Day.
everybody there was waiting for us to pull in.
I know. I'm thinking, wow.
Everybody was off, yeah.
So we'll go back.
To-
It actually ended at Memorial Island
Right.
back in
right.
the day.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It's close. We're going close to where it was. So.
Yeah, so Riverview Park in Sebastian, then Riverside Park in Vero, and then we're coming out here to the House of Byron,
Yep.
Flock U Farms, and we get to enjoy a really nice meal. I appreciate that, Todd, for certainly. I think we'll try to put together some swag and some stuff from a couple people, and so we can maybe have a little bit of promotions, give away something like that. Certainly, Bryce, I think that New Year's Day, I don't know if we can count you in or not to be here. We might be able to run the tables a little bit and have a little bit of fun with that.
Oh, well, I'm on.
Okay.
I need a driver so I can go up and down the convoy with the gimbal sticking out the window.
I have the electric bike.
What happened to your skateboard?
What do you mean
Do you
here?
want? Do you want your producer to die?
What do you
that
mean
day,
here?
I'm talking about when people are driving from location to location.
Because you could stay out at the end of the driveway here like Leah did and just
Yeah, I'll probably do
everybody
that
pulling-
too. But I mean,
Because what you have like 30 cars in here that day?
But
40
during
cars?
you'd like
we
to
have
have
freaking.
He wants some shots driving down the road.
50
Oh,
some
gotcha.
cars.
yeah, I want to
50
catch
cars?
these
Oh.
cars in action, man.
Yeah.
it's like gold to hear the engine humming.
Yeah, well, can we put some GoPros on the side of people's cars?
All right, now you're getting all crazy on me. Come on now.
Well, they do it on.
Oh, I
all
got
the
one that'll
time.
go on the side of my car.
Yeah.
I had one. I don't know
Who
if
wants to
that's-
look at a car covered in GoPro cameras? Not me.
Right.
I got my gimbal. That's all I, need.
think that's
He's got
I just
his
want to
gimbal.
stick one there in the back. I think I'm gonna drive my Chevelle.
Right?
I'm gonna let Steven drive my truck.
okay.
So I'm gonna stick my
I love that.
picture in it. Yeah, I felt he does a lot for.
He
Julie.
does a lot.
Well, he does a lot for Julie.
Yes.
I mean, he works for me on Saturdays here.
Right.
But he does a lot for Julie there. He
Yeah.
sticks his hands in places I'll never stick my hand.
Yes, sir.
He sent you a picture of that.
We're talking about.
Is he your
you know,
bad.
He's your
His-
Dr. Pole? Is that what you're trying
Yeah,
to
well, yeah. But
No, I can't look at him the same way, Todd.
Yeah, he said, well, his mother's taking his kids to Georgia.
Okay.
That he'll be free to
Oh my
take
God.
his Monte Carlo. Well, the passenger seats broke out
Broken.
of it,
Yeah.
so I got thinking.
Is there going to be brisket?
No.
I don't know. I'm waiting for him to call me back. He better not throw me under the bus.
Yeah, we're having
No, he'll be
barbecue,
good.
right?
He'll call me.
Oh yeah, he's hard to get a hold of because he's busy. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
I
now it's
know.
Christmas tree season.
yeah,
and
you
all
bug
that
him in the
shit.
mornings, he'll get to you better than any texts. He does text.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
told you, he's quiet towards the end, but when he tells you he's gonna do something, you ain't gonna worry
Yeah.
Yeah,
about
you
it.
don't get worried about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
40
that'll be January 1st. So the third stop, like we said, is going to be
Yep.
right here at our studio.
I'm
Yeah.
expecting quite a few cars, actually.
Yeah.
I think he will.
It was fun. When I went last year, that was my first time, and I won't miss it again.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. So,
Yep.
all right, American Car Classics Radio Program. Please hang out for a minute. We're going to take one more quick break, and then we'll be right back.
If you're sitting around, you got nothing to do. Shake a leg, come along with me. You take one step, you take two steps, you take three, and get on up.
All right, we're back. We're going to go ahead and try this. We got a little bit of glitchy Wi-Fi going on, so if I look like
Like you're in, like the digital guy. You're doing
Max Headroom, do you remember
Max
on
Headroom.
MTV?
Yeah, Max.
It's locking up.
Yeah. Yeah, we had problems last week with the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I think-
Yeah, we decided not to go live again right now. We are working on getting some better internet signal and service out here. We are not the boonies, but we are in an area that doesn't have.
If they can see the pictures we're looking at right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, because it's all.
I'm not gonna look.
He got Kenny with
Try
his
not
mouth
to
wide
look
open. Hey,
at
Kenny, what you
Tom.
got in your mouth over there? Kenny, what's going on over there,
I
buddy?
have a birthday
Hey, where's
shout
that?
out.
Hey, where's that picture? Edit that picture in there, Kenny.
You got a birthday shout out? Go ahead.
I got a birthday shout out. I have a customer. His name is Don Beers, and he's going to be turning 77 on December 8th, the same birthday as I told him Jim Morrison.
Yeah,
He was not impressed at all.
my daughter's birthday too.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Well, happy birthday to her, too.
and my granddaughter's birthday is the 7th tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow.
It'll be 2.
Wow. Julie's
Tomorrow.
birthday's Friday.
Wow.
Tomorrow is
The
my
Julie's is Friday?
Yep, the 9th.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take her
tomorrow
out.
is my buddy Kirstie.
Yeah, we're all going out.
Chris Sin?
Yep.
Yeah, we're
That's
all
tomorrow?
going out.
That's the 7th?
And
All right.
then,
Happy
rest in
birthday,
peace
Chris.
to my dad. My
Well,
dad's
how about
birthday's
you?
tomorrow. Because those two always used to be like, cheers all night long.
Wow. Because, yeah, they both would drink, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
What do you got
that's
there?
a
You're looking
lot of birthdays.
you're
So
looking
9
at-
months ago, that was March.
There's a whole lot of
Springtime
loving
going.
on.
Right, because the way they could finally go outside.
It's about the bikini
Right.
days.
And happy birthday to Brian Butteroff today.
Yeah.
Brian who?
Big Brian. That's his birthday today.
Big Brian.
Hey.
My buddy drives a Lincoln.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot. So,
Big
so
birthdays
Don, you're
coming
in
up.
great company with a lot of great people, and that's big. And I don't know if you really caught on to that. Steve's dad and his friend Chris Sin, they share the same birthday, December 7th. And you said your granddaughter.
My granddaughter's December 7th.
December, that's
She'll be
awesome.
2 tomorrow.
2.
2.
That's awesome. What does she call you again?
Grandpa.
Grandpa, because that's what she can say.
That's what she.
I
That's
love
what comes
that.
out. I'll take anything.
Right. So Don Beers, and I asked his wife, because he's a Marine veteran, that he served from 66 to 67, which isn't long. He was in Vietnam, and within the first 4 months of being there, he was shot and came back, recovered in Boston Naval Hospital. He's a good guy. He's a snowbird, and his wife, Kathy, they come down each year. And he had Tom Gore a year ago go pick up a 68 Chevy C10 pickup truck that he bought online from a place called StreetSide Classics. And he's been doing this build with me. He paid $30,000 for it, and it's a beautiful looking truck. It's a beautiful green. It has a newer style 92-ish fiberglass bed on it. And when we got the truck, we liked what we saw coming in. It had 20-inch wheels and thought it was a good truck and everything else. And we've done a lot to it, which means it wasn't a good truck.
Yeah, but that's what happens. I mean, these guys that get these cars like Gateway Classics and StreetSide Classics,
Right.
they're consigners.
They're
not looking at the cars.
And this is kind of where Mecum goes, is that, buyer beware.
Yeah.
I think that Barrett Jackson probably kicks cars before if they've got issues or something or whatever and says we're not going to sell or something like that, maybe a little bit higher. But buyer beware is something that's known at Mecum. And these people, no warranty. So when you buy it online and you buy something that's not what you expected, what's your recourse when you buy it as is?
Mecum has things like that sitting thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mecum has things like that too. Like the guy that bought that orange car that I wouldn't give $20,000 for it. They actually sent a guy over there and they do a walk around video. And then they ask the guy questions, how's the paint, how's this, how's that? And then if they get the car and it's not what they say it was, like the people that from Mecum that went over and did the video and all that, and they have their people that they appraise it, and then they have the people that go and inspect it. So they try to head it off at the pass, because I talked to him about that.
All right. Well, he paid him ahead of time because he had Tom go and pick it up. This is in Charlotte.
Right.
And he had Tom pick that up, and it was already paid for.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when Tom got there, he saw it and said, hey, I wouldn't buy this if it were me.
Yeah.
And the deal was done. They said, well, you bought it as is. You're just here to load it.
Right.
So go. So the big block motor was a 454, one-piece remain seal from 96 to 2000. But it when we took the oil pan off, which I just got curious, it had 3 new pistons in it.
Okay.
And I don't understand that. And we've just lost something.
Yeah, we lost something because now we're echoing.
There you go.
Hey,
So when we got to go test drive it, the 3-speed 350 turbo transmission had 2 speeds.
Okay.
The steering was all over the place. There was a horrible whine. We pulled the rear differential cover off, and it was bone dry. I had to cut the pin into 6 pieces to get it out.
Yeah, they tell you have to have somebody go look at your car before you buy it. Same thing like Mecum this year. When I called them up, they were telling me that if you get a bidder's pass this year, they automatically register you as a online bidder also.
Okay.
That's new this year, which they never did before.
Yeah, automatic registration.
Automatic registration. If you get a bidder's pass to be in person, you're automatically an online bidder.
Because some
Can't
people,
make it.
because stuff happens and you
Yeah.
couldn't get there maybe.
Yeah.
Right? They've got 1,400 cars, this StreetSide Classics, 1,400 cars in stock between their 6 locations, Atlanta, Charlotte, Dallas, Fort Worth, Nashville, Phoenix, and Tampa, with their home offices in Atlanta. But they say that they're selling 3,700 cars a year, banking over $130 million on these sales.
Yeah. And that's just consignment.
That's who had that silver one I looked
That's
at.
just consignment.
Consignment. They're not auction. Those are consignments. But you just, like you said, you got to watch out because you have the guy up in Orlando that gave, you had a guy on the radio. I can't think of his name offhand. He's on the Monsters in the morning.
Okay.
His dad dropped off his 57 Chevy convertible up to the guy in Orlando. That's same thing. It might be Gateway Classics.
Might be Gateway, yeah.
Might be Gateway. And they sold the car, and the guy never got paid. The owner never got paid. So
Didn't
you
there-
never got paid.
Now,
I went through
auto
almost the
theft.
same thing.
I mean, that's got to be
And
theft.
down in
something.
Stewart, there was a
No, because
Marlin.
I guess you're signing your
Oh.
title over to them, right? You sign.
Yeah. I did the same thing down in Stewart. There's
Okay.
a guy down there who's Blue Marlin Motors or something like that. They had that big 5-ton 6x6. I bought that from them,
Right.
and I had the 30 wrap truck,
Okay.
and I was getting ready to sell my company and all that. So I said, you know what, I think I'm gonna get rid of that. And I brought it there, and they sold it. I bet you it took 6 months for me to get paid from them. But they were actually fixing to be shut down because the guy had done this to so many people.
Yeah.
But I have a good connection that strong-armed the guy, and I got my money,
And others did not.
and others did not.
Yeah, the guy up in that's on the radio, Russ Rollins. He did a whole thing on NBC because the guy, they took his money. They took his dad's money.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that guy try with me with that orange car.
Yeah, Steve, that was a Camaro out of Texas, and Tom went and picked that up. No, that wasn't Tom. That was another guy.
No, that got paid to transport a guy, and
Yeah.
that car, that car is bad enough. Aaron's like, hey, you want to come home and look at this car?
Yeah.
It's not in the same car.
Yeah.
And it took me almost 2 months to get my money back. But thankfully, I used that escrow.com, and it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have got my money back.
Yeah,
Right.
escrow.com.
Yep.
Right.
That was the best $200 I ever spent because I got all my money back.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you buy cars online. Anybody out there, you buy a car online, you got
And
to.
if you're going to buy a car online, it's sight unseen, use the escrow.com because they'll hold the money till you get to look at the car. That's what I did. I looked at the car. I'm like, this is not the same car. This car is a piece of shit. I wouldn't
Wow.
give 20 grand for this car.
Right.
Wow.
Then we had to dispute it, and then the guy tried to say the car never came back, and it ended up being stuck in Fort Lauderdale, and then that big boy Diesel bought it.
Right.
Yeah, and ran it through
And then-
Mecum.
Yeah, and then we seen that car at
Yeah,
Mecum.
and it was horrible at Mecum when we saw it.
And it
Yeah.
sold.
And that
And
was
it
the,
sold-
that was the
sold for good
lowest
money.
selling Camaro at 43.5 or
Yeah, it's still sold.
47 or something like that.
Okay, right,
Yeah.
43.7.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's just you got to buyer beware, like they
Yeah,
say.
that's why I said, do you,
hire somebody to go inspect the car. That there's people all throughout the country that.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Go
if you
check
can't
that.
find anybody, I hate to say it, but the escrow.com people, even after 2 months, if they were legit, but I mean, I got my money back
Yeah.
because it wasn't it. And they, they're a third party. It's all licensed, insured, and they hold the money to make sure you got the car, and it is what it is. And if not, I mean, you got to pay the shipping and all that stuff, but you have to work something out. You put in a contract, they sign off on it, and they hold the money. Because if that wasn't so, I would have been out that money for that car.
Yeah.
And that dumbass is back on Facebook selling a 70 Chevelle, cheap.
Hey, but you ain't even going to talk to him.
Oh no, but it looks good and all that stuff. But that's what he
I
does.
don't yeah.
Oh no, I would never talk to that guy.
Yeah. You ought to just chime in and see if he's.
Oh, I'm blocked.
Oh. How much time we got?
But when I get other people's phones, though, I take care of it.
All right. You got more car shows?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so the news on Jay Leno we talked last week, Mike.
Yeah,
I was going
got
to
all
try and bring
burnt
some
up,
more
yeah.
up. He did get burned up. He was driving one of his steam engine cars,
Yeah.
an old one, and the fuel line got a block in it. Then it released itself, almost like a blood clot or something, an aneurysm type thing. And when it did, that buildup of steam just that quick ruptured it, and it blew steam out on his left side of his face and body. So he went in the hospital for about 5 days. He got released. He went home for about 4 days. He went to go do a television appearance. He drove his Tesla with his wife. That was on November 30th. That he got burned on the 21st. And on the 30th, he was driving through L.A. and he clipped a cop car. It was a Jeep, LAPD, but he clipped it with his Tesla. Everybody's fine. No damage to the Tesla. He gets out, goes over, looks at it, and does this. And I look back at the cops, waved, and they went inside. I don't know if they'll notify their insurance company or what,
Right.
but it wasn't a big deal or anything else. The news made it seem like he'd crashed into a cop car, like there was a
Yeah, I
big
didn't even,
something.
I didn't even hear that on the news.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, I heard it on mine.
Yeah, they
so.
report all the wrong stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've got some older news and stuff, but we're going to run out of time. We talked too much. There's some issues going on with Ford and the Mach E and the other electric vehicles that Ford's got. There's some lawsuits pending and
There's
stuff
all kinds of
stuff
love.
A
starting
lot
to
of stuff
happen
going
that
on
as
with
well.
the electric cars. I think the Netherlands just said you can't even. They're going to outlaw electric cars right now
Well,
They should.
because they don't have the power grid to charge them all, so they just shut it all down. Shut
Yeah,
it
but not only
Amen.
that, look what's happening to all these flood cars. All these cars explode into people's garages and driveways and all
Yep.
that stuff from
And-
floods.
that
Yeah,
power
not
grid
safe.
was shot in North Carolina A guy
Yep.
with a gun came in and
Did it
shot
on
it
purpose.
and put 40,000 people in the dark for a week.
Yep.
Wow.
How weak are we as an infrastructure on some things?
Oh, it's terrible.
Very weak. We don't need electric cars.
Yeah, let's go.
We
for
need common sense.
Yeah.
Let's vote for Todd. Todd for president.
Don't forget the car show this weekend, Saturday, December 10th. Treasure Coast Elementary, 9 to 1. We'll all be there.
Yeah.
Most of us try to get there.
Oh, you're obligated. They threw you in now this time.
I got to work.
Hey, we're the
working.
American Car Classics radio program. Please tell a friend, like us, chat us, call us, Facebook, something. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Y'all come back now, you hear?